Okay, well, here's a fairly quick one. This is only about 10 minutes, so I have no time in my busy schedule to do anything longer than this, I guess. Why did I do this one? This is from a couple of weeks back. It's been sitting on the hard drive. It's been, oh, I don't know. I don't do these in any particular order. I just kind of sit here and fret over the ones that are ready. This one is more or less ready to go, and I just have to record the narration for it, and I like it because this is one where things just generally went really well. Not a whole lot of drama here, just a few decent plays. Only about 10 minutes because, like I mentioned, I don't have a whole lot of time. I gotta go to bed, so I gotta go to work tomorrow. And, life's a drag. I got a few other matches that I'd really love to post, but I gotta process them some more yet. And this one I can just record this business here and then run them through the whatchamacallit, process them for, oh well, this one only has one step to go through, the others have 2 or 3, so whatever. Anyway, this is a nice little, yeah, here we go. You've been noticing here, this was a real nice sequence right here, and that's always really dramatic when they take out your toe, but you keep going anyway, you know, you're just unstoppable, you know, like you're the unconquerable force, and you just, take their prime, and that's all there is to it. Well, not quite yet. They fought really hard here. I think one of the things I like about this one here is that they are making an effort. And probably the reason I dumped this one to the drive in the first place was because this is probably a case of we won this one really handily, even though the other team had even though we hadn't necessarily been beating the other team in the other matches. And yeah, that didn't go too well. I mean, that's an example of I should have got out of the thing for just a couple of seconds early.
Attack the mine node.
Anyway, what's going on here?
Attack the mine node.
Well, here you go. Yeah, like I said, there's not a whole lot of drama here. We're beating them pretty substantially, and yet, they are making an effort here. You can see they've got the levy here. They're going to get the levy more than once, several times. And yet, every time they do that, we're going to take, you know, the logical countermeasure and kill the levy while at the same time capturing their prime, you know. There's a countermeasure for pretty much everything in this game, which is what a lot of this game is about, is when the players as individuals, if they effectively pick roles for themselves that are appropriate to the current circumstances, you know, that's a good team there. Because there's nobody really overseeing any of this. You just have to go in there and decide, you know, well, what role do I need to play here where I'm going to do the most good, and if it all comes together, their team's probably going to win. And here you are, they're about to, I think they've already got another, yeah, they've got another levy over there, but Red has not, you know, they haven't manned it. And it looked like we were getting ready to cap here, but it's not going to be quite that simple. Got real close, but their tank's in position, and he just did his job and defended himself. So they've still got a levy over there. They probably will get that levy out. Notice we got a tank over there. He's set to engage that thing, but he's not going to get too far rolling up in front of it like that. They'll just shoot him out of the water. But meanwhile, I'm going to be back here in this turret like I like to be. I just fended off a deemer, which is really nice of me. And now I'm going to kill off this. Finish off this levy here. I mean, I'm sure that tank and all those other people back there that were shooting at him weakened them up for me. And now I'm just basically going to shoot down a bunch of Abrils. Yeah, I mean, notice it's 100 to 100. It could have gone either way here, but we are going to end up beating them pretty handily here. Yeah, they're going to finish me off here, I think. I'm going to get this one, I think. Yeah, I got that one. But they're just going to pile up on me. Our tank is still over there, amazingly. He's not down yet. Yeah, he's still there. Look at that. I might support him a little bit. Yeah. Try to shoot that guy over there who's trying to avril him out. Although it bugs me, you know, he really ought to get out of there. It bugs me when people... Oh, that's not good. You see, here's an example. They are fighting back. They just capped our prime. even though we had all kinds of defense. What was I saying? Oh yeah, it bugs me, you know, when I see people in these big heavy vehicles and they just drive them forward with no support, you know. All they're gonna do is lose them. You know, if you don't have any support in those vehicles, you need to stay back. You know, that vehicle's important, you know. You don't want to just drive it out. You just don't want to just drive it out front where everybody's going to shoot at you so you can lose it. No, that's stupid. You know, you hang back and use it for defense. And if you get a bunch of people crowding around you, supporting you, yeah, then you can go forward. If the point behind you is already defended, I mean, you don't want to just run forward also and leave your prime undefended also. That's another thing. That's another reason I didn't like that position for that tank. See, he's all forward and shit, and what did the enemy do? Well, they just ran out behind him with their orb and took our prime out from behind him, and it doesn't really matter that he's out there. See, you know, I mean, let's see if we cap this one, maybe. It's not looking real hopeful, is it? Nearly made it. Yeah, I didn't even see their tank there, but he was there. And they're about 8 seconds away from getting another Livy, aren't they? See, that's a good position for the tank right there. That's much better. He's back here where he can cover our prime because there's nobody else there.
I've got the orb.
That leaves other people like me here free to go back here and get the orb and go forward. You go forward and attack. You go forward and attack with your small, fast shit, and you keep your slow, powerful shit at back to cover your prime and stuff until you get their prime down, and then you move your tank and shit up. I mean, that's the prescribed method as far, you know, as according to me. That's the way I try to do it. But you know, you get people that are just like, let's go forward, let's go forward. It doesn't matter what they're in or what they're doing. You know, they're just going to go forward, and if the prime behind them is undefended, so be it. You know, and then the prime behind them goes down, and they wonder, and I guess they wonder how that happened. You know, no matter how many times it happens, no matter how many times they leave their prime undefended and they lose it, I guess they're still surprised every time. Well, anyway, now we're sitting here defending the mine, and with our prime wide open, and. Yeah, I see now our prime's under fire, and I really shouldn't be here at all, but making a pretty good show of it all the same. You know, we're doing a really good job of defending the mine here, but, you know, with 14 seconds left on the mine, it's tempting to sit right here since I don't see any sign that our prime is going to go down, but, you know, our prime can go down really fast, and yeah, what with us having a taxi now here, there's no way I can hang there. I gotta go make the cap if I can. And of course their tank's right there waiting for me. I see him this time. I'm not just going to run forward there for him to blast me. The danger here being that our prime could go down. Now I got to move. Okay, so we did cap it that time. Good. That's the way you do it. See, you got to hang back. You just don't want to blindly jump on their prime because the tank's sitting over there. He's just going to take you out. You gotta hang back a minute so all your buddies take that tank out. Then when the tank is out, then you can run forward. Of course, I was either gonna run forward, cap, or die because they were coming for me. You see that guy jumping up there? He was getting ready to get me. If that tank had been out there, I would have been dead as soon as I tried to jump out front. So it was pretty much a case of, you know, I was gonna be dead anyway. I might as well go out. But you know, fortunately the tank was down, so it all went really well. And now we're doing some really good defense on the enemy prime, and we're starting to take a few points off the board here. So this is going to end pretty soon. Not too, yeah. This is basically going to end with me getting the. Oh, what am I doing here? Me getting the nuke and nuking the core and finishing it off. But meanwhile, we got some real good defense on the enemy prime going here. What am I in the turret there? Yeah. So nice move there. Jumped out just in time to watch the bender die, but didn't last too long after that. But we got an orb here covering his shit. Look at that. I thought the orb was unattended. I was going to try to grab it, but there was somebody on it. He's sitting right there. And that was a real good shot by that tank. He's not usually able to get you when you're sitting right there, but he got me all right. So yeah, okay. There's the Deemer. We got both primes. The enemy usually has a pretty hard time getting that Deemer when you got both primes, but if the enemy has both primes and you see that Deemer come up and you're in a position to go grab it, it's a good idea to go do that. if for no other reason to keep them from getting it. Because if they get it, they're gonna try some shit like this. They're gonna they might try this. They might use it. You can use a demon for all kinds of things, but this is a good thing to do with it if you can use it for this. How well this works depends in large part on whether or not the enemy has their shit together. Normally they would have defense right here. They'd have somebody sitting on that little cliff up there with an arrow. It's not real often you're going to be able to drive up here in a Manta without getting arrowed. But if they don't have any defense, this is what happens to them. See, we're just going to take them right down, and that's going to be the end of that match. So, I'll get another one up here in a couple days. Have a good evening.